Good morning. When we are drawing 135 degree, first we told that we should draw a rough figure. So when we are drawing rough figure, definitely it will be more than 90, right? So it is somewhat like this. So we can name it. It's up to you, you can name it. I am just marking it as X, Y, Z. Now think it is 135 degree. So how we will get 135 degree with the required or with the studied degrees? We understood that 135 degree is after 90, 120 other means. So how we will get 125? By adding which all numbers we will get 135, that we should think. So anyway, we know that 90 degree is there, 120 degree is there. After 120 we know to construct 180. How we can construct 180? It's same like as we constructed 60 and 120. 60 first bisecting, 120 the next 60. So what will be the next 60? It is 180. Means when we are constructing the 60 degree, first we will get 60, next 60 is 120 and the next 60 is coming as 180 degree. So it will be this 135 will be in between this 120 and 180. So 120 and 180, this gap means 60 degree, right? The difference is 60 degree difference. 60 degree difference. When we will think it's bisecting 120 and 180, what we will get? We will get a 30 degree. 30 degree we will get. So this much will be 30 degree. So 120 plus 30, 150 we got. We need 135. So how we will get 135? Till this means it is 150. Now how we will get 135 degree? Again we have to think about this. 120, 150, its difference is 30 degree. When we are bisecting this 30, we will get 15 degree. Again we are bisecting this 30 degree, we will get 15 degree. Just think about what will be this. 120 and 15 means 135 degree. This is the way we are calculating. So just calculate these things in your mind and then you should do the problems when it is given for the exams. So we understood that after 120 and 180 bisecting and then we will get 135 degree. One more method is there. Just think about that method. So we need 120 and 180. For that what we need? We need a line segment and then 60, 120, 180 we are going to draw. Till this you already know that it is 60 degree, 120 degree. After that how we will get 180 degree? Again in 120 we have to keep our compass. This is the required 180 degree. So now 180 and 120, its bisector we want to find out. 120, 180, its bisector is, total is 60 degree, its half means 30 degree. So 120 plus 30 means this is 150 degree. So if it is asked to find out 150 degree, here we can stop. If it is asked to find out 150 degree, just complete this one, it's a required one. But we need 135 degree, means again we have to bisect these two angles. So no need to draw the line till this. Better you do one thing, just do with dotted lines. But it should touch this arc, then only we will get the correct measure. So we got 150 degree. Now again bisect these two. So we bisected these two angles and now we are going to join them. That is the required 135 degree. After joining the line, we can give the name. Just mark the arrows. Now just name it X, Y and Z. This is the required 1 135 degree. I know that we did this arc, it's a big one, but try to do. Anyway, we completed 4 or 5 angles construction. Next time onwards when we are doing this, try to make this arc as a small one. Then only it will be easy for you when we will construct the triangles after this topic. So I told you that this is a one method and one more method is there. Which is that method? So first finding 90 degree. 90 degree means it's a bisector of 60 and 120. It's bisector as 90 degree. 90 is bisector. When we are doing, we will get 45 degree. So 90 degree is somewhat like this. It's bisector. When we are bisecting this angle, we will get here 45 degree. The same way, if it is a straight angle, this side also 90 degree. It's bisector. When we are finding, what we will get, this side also we will get 45. What will be this 90 plus 45? 90 plus 45, again we will get the same 135 degree. So this is another way that we can do. So how we can do this? First we have to construct 180 degree, 90 degree, bisect this 180 and 90, then we will get the required 135 degree. So we are constructing first 60, after that 120, after 120 180. After 180, what we need? We need the 90 degree angle. For that we want to bisect this 60 and 120. So we got 90 degree. Now 90 degree we have to do this arc. In that we want to touch with the dotted lines. Till this we need. We don't want till this. So after drawing 90 degree, again we want to bisect this 90 and 180. We will get the required 135 degree angle. Now we can join these. This is the required 135 degree angle. Now name it X, Y, Z and check with your protractor, is it 135 or not. If it is not 135, somewhere you made mistake, means your accuracy were not there when you were doing this or drawing this. So we completed 135 degree angle. Now the next one is 75 degree. 75 degree. How we can construct 75 degree? Anyway, we understood that 60, 120 bisector is 90 and 90 and 60. It's bisector when we are doing. It is a 30 degree angle. Its bisector means 15 degree. So 60 plus 15, we will get the required 75 degree angle. So let's construct. So 60, 120, 90 bisector. Now join with the dotted lines. Now we can bisect this 90 and 0. Then we will get the 45 degree. Do we want that 45? Or we want to bisect this 90 and 60? It is 75 degree. So we want to bisect this 90 and 60. Then this degree is 30. Its half means 15. So we don't want any other things. Just bisect this 60 and 90 degree. So for that we want to keep our compass in the 60 and 90 only. we got, now we can join with this vertex. This is the required angle MNO and it is 75 degree. 60, 120, 90. If you want, you can join it till this. There is no problem. Just for clarification, I just marked a dotted one till this. So 135 and 75 we completed. We are having enough and more. 150 you can draw, 105 we can draw, and many more things. 15 also we can. So just try those degree. 105 degree. Then which one we can? 165 degree. 15 degree. All these also you can try. Just do these 4. So we just completed the construction of angles. Now we are moving towards the next one, that is how we can draw a perpendicular to a given line segment. That first we need a line segment. So we draw one line segment and now we need a perpendicular line segment for this. So how we can draw the perpendicular to that? Anyway, its endpoints are here. So these are the 2 endpoints. Now keeping these 2 endpoints as the center, we are going to mark the arcs. Keep our compass in these 2 points. More than half we are taking. What is the line segment's length? It's more than half we are taking, and then we are moving to draw the arc in up and the same way down also. Now the same radius we have to keep it in our compass. Now the next side, that point we are keeping. So we got 2, means both intersected. Now these 2 intersecting points we have to join with scale, means a straight line we need. So we are just completing it till this. This is the required perpendicular bisector of this line segment. How we did? Both the endpoints, more than half arc, join them, that is the required one. Now the important thing is, this perpendicular bisector divides this line segment into 2 equal parts. If it is a 10 centimeter one, the first half will be 5, the another half will be 5. Both will be 5. The same way, this degree will be 90 degree. Both the sides will be 90 degree one. So this is the way how we can draw a perpendicular bisector to a given line segment. The next one is how we can draw a perpendicular on a given line. The point is outside the line. So first we need a line and then a point should be there which is outside the line. So first we need a line segment. So any length you can use. I am using here AB is equal to 7 centimeter. So AB 7 centimeter we are drawing first. So we got a line segment AB. So I just marked it as AB. Now we need a point which is outside this line. So anywhere we can draw or we can put a point and it can be marked as C. So maybe in top or bottom, it's up to us. So I just marked it here. Okay, named it as C. This is the point C. Now the C as center, we want to draw an arc. That arc should cut this AB in 2 places. Means we have to keep our compass in C and adjust our compass radius in such a way that it should cut this line AB in two places. So, I am just going to cut it in two places. So, I got the required arc. Two places. So, we got 2 points here. If you want, you can mark it as P and Q or MN, it's up to you. I just mark it as MN. So, we got 2 points. Now, what we need? We want to keep these 2 points. If the point is in top, the arc should come down, and if the point was in down, then that other 2 arc will come up. So, just keep these 2 points as centers. Any length we are taking in our compass. This way we are joining them. So, we got to intersected here. Now, this intersecting point and C we can join. In this we can understand that it's a perpendicular line, but always this outside point, and then when we are drawing perpendicular one, it may not bisect them. Bisect means it may not come equal, both parts may be different according to the point where we are marking. If you are marking somewhere in the sides, definitely that line will come in the side. So, this way means outside the point when we are marking, it won't be a bisector, it will be a perpendicular line only. Now, the next one is how we can draw a perpendicular on a line. The point is lies on this line, means first we are going to construct a line segment with 10 centimeter. After that, in the same line we are going to mark one point. (10 centimeter), name it as PQ. In this line segment, we want to mark a point X such that this PX is equal to 3 centimeter, means from P we want to move 3 centimeter away, and there you have to mark it as X. So, we have to keep again our scale like this, 3 centimeter away, mark a point, name it as X. Now, this X as the center or X as the center, we have to draw a perpendicular line. When we are drawing it, it may not be a bisector. Bisector means it will become as from P 5 centimeter away. So, now we are moving towards how we can draw a perpendicular line through this X. For that we are keeping our compass in X. Take any radius in our compass in such a way that this line segment should meet 2 arcs. So, in X we kept adjusted the radius and 2 arcs which cuts this PQ. So, we got 2 points, just mark it as MN. Now, keeping this M and N as centers, we are taking more than half and then we will draw the perpendicular line. If you want, you can take this full or more than half, it's up to you. So, M we completed, now we are moving towards that N and then complete it. So, we just completed. Now, join these two. See, when we are joining these two, it will pass through this point x. This is the required perpendicular line through x. I hope this one is clear to you. So, we completed this chapter. You have to draw 2 or 3 times, then only you will get a neat diagram. Okay. So, we completed construction of angles and perpendicular line. Just complete that exercise 25C. Thank you.